There are currently 2 weather disturbances in the Atlantic Basin that are being closely monitored for potential development. The first disturbance is located in the Caribbean, and it has the potential to evolve into a hurricane. The second disturbance is expected to move into the Gulf of Mexico and could impact the state of Texas. Before we get into the details, I recommend subscribing to this channel to stay updated on future tropical weather updates. Looking back at recent weather patterns in the tropics, we've identified these 2 significant disturbances. We will discuss the Caribbean disturbance first, followed by the Gulf of Mexico disturbance. Let's start with the disturbance labeled as 90L in the Caribbean. Visible satellite imagery reveals the presence of thunderstorms forming just south of the circulation center. Seen here in the visible satellite, the development of these thunderstorms is hindered by a considerable amount of Saharan dust in the atmosphere to the north. This dust stabilizes the air, preventing the easy formation of thunderstorms. Despite this, the intensity guidance graph suggests that the system could strengthen over time, possibly reaching tropical storm or Category 1 hurricane status. The spaghetti plots are suggesting the potential for a powerful storm to form in the western Atlantic as the system exits the Caribbean. It's essential for Haiti and the Dominican Republic to closely monitor the progress of this system, as heavy rainfall could occur regardless of its development. The provided GFS run offers the latest projection for the system's path. It's important to note that this projection is likely to change as more data becomes available, influencing the system's predicted strength and trajectory. Shifting focus to the disturbance labeled as 91L in the Gulf of Mexico, the National Hurricane Center currently assigns a 60% chance of this system developing into a depression or storm before impacting the western Gulf Coast. Even if the system doesn't receive a name, it's expected to bring about flooding, particularly in northeastern Mexico and southern Texas. The region's ongoing severe and exceptional drought makes it even more susceptible to flooding. The system is projected to move in a westward direction over the coming days, slowly organizing. Infrared radar imagery indicates that sporadic thunderstorms have yet to form around the center. In terms of strength, 91L is predicted to likely remain a depression upon making landfall, as depicted in the spaghetti plots. The colors green and blue on the plots signify a weak system moving towards southern Texas and northeastern Mexico, close to the estuary of the Rio Grande. While this system could be named if a well-defined circulation center forms, its impact will be significant regardless of whether it becomes a tropical storm or remains a depression. The main concern is the potential for severe flooding in areas that are already grappling with drought conditions. The expected timeline indicates that the system could reach the Texas and Mexico coast by Tuesday. Before concluding, it's worth mentioning that Tropical Storm Emily has formed in the eastern central Atlantic. While it's currently a weak tropical storm, it's not anticipated to strengthen significantly. The next name on the list for named storms is Franklin. However, if the Gulf of Mexico disturbance doesn't meet the criteria for tropical storm status, the name Franklin could potentially be assigned to the Caribbean system. That's all for today's update. I encourage you to subscribe with notifications enabled to stay informed about future tropical weather updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with the next update.